Okay, clean room. Why do we need to talk about clean room? Because we are going to build a class that. To build a class that, we need vacuum chamber, which has to be built in the clean room. So this shows you a typical clean room layout. So you have the clean room here, and then you have a small door to go into it, and then you have a place to change your clothes. In between there is an air shower room, where you have air blow to blow out all the dust in your body, so that you can get into the clean room. We start from here. You open the outdoor and take off your shoes here. Take off your shoes here, and then you get into the clean room, and you find the clothes suit you, and change your clothes here. And then there will be a sticky mat in or out the shower room, so that you can remove the dust on your shoes. When you get into the outdoor, you have to close it. And then when you get into the window door, you also need to close it. You never open two doors at the same time. And then once you get into the air shower, if it's automatic system, once this door is closed, the airflow will start automatically. Otherwise, you will push a button, and then you will get the shower. And then once the shower stops, this door will be unlocked automatically if it's a good system. Otherwise, you just do it manually. Just get into the clean room. And then in the clean room, you should use stainless steel tools, not like the one we have normally with this plastic thing, because it may fall off pieces that will contaminate the clean room. And you need to use special paper in the pen, not normal ones, because normal ones will also create dust. You should clean up as frequent as possible. There's no magic to make the clean room clean. You have to clean it. And avoid unnecessary in and out. Why is this important? Not only because you want to make it clean, also because you need to wear many things. It takes time to get in and out. So before you get into it, you should plan in advance what kind of things you want to bring in together to the clean room. So write down everything and make a plan before you get into it. So here I show some pictures. This is the cabinet, and then this is a typical air shower room. So it has two doors, in and out. And then you see the sticky mat here. And you get into the clean room, the shower room, and then you just move around, let the air blow away the dust on your body. At the same time, remove the dust on the feet. And then you go into the clean room. This is like a typical one. So you have airflow blowing from top to bottom, and then go out from some outlet to the bottom. And there will be filters here, so the air gets into the room and it's very clean. Here is a typical airflow. So you have many particles here, and then the purpose of this constant airflow is to keep a pressure, the positive pressure in the room, so that no air from the outside can get into it. So only air from this room can get out. So it just blow away all the dust like this. And then when the dirty air gets into the room, it will be filtered, and then becomes a clean air and blow to the clean room. Sometimes you have this very simple setup, but it also works. So basically, you just have a small space with this plastic curtain, and then on top you have those filters and fans. And then I have to talk about the classes. So normally, when you talk about clean room, you will hear something like class 1 clean room and class 10 clean room, class 1000 clean room. What does it mean? Basically, it means the number of particles in a certain volume. So the more the particles, the dirtier the classroom. So the higher the class, the worse the clean room. So this would be the good one. And the one you verify this to classify this class is from this 0.5 micrometer particles. So this is simply the number of particles in cubic feet. So how do you know the size and the numbers of the particles? Normally you just have a particle counter. It's really small. You can see you can install several of them in your clean room, or you can use this handheld one. The principle is simple. So you have the laser beam shooting into a chamber. While in this chamber, you can have air from the clean room. There you have different type of particles. So this particle will reflect light to mirror, and the mirror will, so all the light will be collected to a detector, a light detector. So the bigger the particle, the more light it will be. What is the word? Refracting. And then the more light will be collected here, so you will see a bigger electric pulse. And of course, the more particles there, you're going to see more pulses. So this way you know the number of particles and the size of the particle. And then this is my favorite topic. How do you put on the clean suit? It's not like you just put on a normal suit. So here is a picture I got from Google. It's very entertaining. So this is actually a typical wrong practice when you wear the clean suit. These guys wear all the clean suit before they put on the hood. So what is the advantage of this? The hair. Yeah, the hair will just fall into the clean suit. Right? So the good practice would be at first mask, and then goggles, or just glasses, and then the hood. So this is the dirtiest part of your body. And then you wear your suit. After that, you wear the boots. So normally the boots is very long, so you have to wear it fast. And then finally put on your gloves. So I saw somebody, at first they wear gloves, and then they start to do something like this. And then put on the boot. So the gloves is your hands is you will use them to touch sensitive things in the clean room. So you shouldn't make it dirty at the first place. And what's wrong with this picture? Eyes is too beautiful, right? So try not to wear makeup if you want to go to the clean room. And for men, you should shave before you go into the clean room. That's a good practice. And then sometimes you have different gadgets. For example, in this case, you have to wear the goggles last, no other way. So the sequence may change. This is not a fixed one. The sequence may change based on the gadget you have. So you have to use the common sense to figure out the right order given the gadget. And then we have to keep it clean. So the magic to keep a clean room clean is to clean it. Why that? Because somebody just merely rely on the airflow to take away the particles. They believe that once you get a clean room, it will be clean all the time. No, that's not true. You can actually manually clean this table. You don't need to wait till the airflow to blow away the dust. The dust can be blown everywhere, right? So if you do some job there and create some dust, please clean it up first. And also, the human body is the dirtiest thing. So if you don't get into the room can be very clean. But you have to get into the room and do some job there. And after your daily work, you need to clean up the clean room. You need to use wipers, the table, use mop, and this roller to clean up things. So it's easy to find like hairs in the clean room. It's very common. So try to use this as often as possible. That will keep the clean room very clean. And also, don't take dirty things into the clean room. As I said, don't take normal paper and plastic tools or something that you are not sure. You should ask. You're not sure whether you can take that into the clean room. You should ask. For example, the laptop. If it's made of plastic, you need to ask whether you can take this into the clean room. And also, unnecessary visitors. Don't bring people, just random people into the clean room. Even though you can teach them to wear everything, just avoid that. And then also, try to clean things before you take them into the clean room. You can use an ultrasonic cleaner to clean things up, and then wrap it into the